शुरू होने की पूर्व संध्या पर सेशन में आप सभी का स्वागत है। मैं सबसे पहले प्रबोधिनी के महानिदेशक श्री रविंद्र साठे जी से अनुरोध करता हूँ कि वे इस कार्यक्रम की प्रस्तावना भी रखें और माननीय श्री बीएल संतोष जी का स्वागत भी करें। रविंद्र साठे सर।
धन्यवाद रवि जी। आज के कार्यक्रम के हमारे मुख्य अतिथि आदरणीय बीएल संतोष जी और सभी इस कार्यक्रम में उपस्थित सहभागी प्रतिनिधि बंदी और भाई और बहनों, एक तो यह खुशी की बात है और आनंद की बात है कि आदरणीय संतोष जी हमारे मध्य में उपस्थित रहे। वैसे संतोष जी हम सब जानते हैं कि भारतीय जनता पार्टी के केंद्रीय महामंत्री, संगठन महामंत्री है और मालगी प्रबोधिनी के आप अभिभावक है। प्रबोधिनी के उपक्रमों में आप हमें हमेशा मार्गदर्शन करते हैं, हमारा उत्साह बढ़ाते हैं। आज भी संतोष जी यहाँ पर आप उपस्थित हुए, बहुत अच्छा लगा और आप हमें प्रोत्साहित किया बहुत। एक तो इस कार्यक्रम की पृष्ठभूमि बतानी है तो संतोष जी आप जानते होंगे कि ये लॉकडाउन के समय में मालगी प्रबोधिनी और कनेक्टिंग ड्रीम्स के माध्यम से ये इंडिया कोविन नेटवर्क आईकैन के नाम से जो जाना जाता है वो हमने उपक्रम शुरू किया। उसमें भी आप एक बार आए थे। तो यह आईकैन की जो हमारी पूरी टीम है यहाँ पर भी अभी उपस्थित है। तो गत हफ्ते भर से ये आत्मनिर्भर भारत की जो योजना हमारे प्रधानमंत्री जी ने घोषित की है, तो उसके बारे में काफी अध्ययन कर रहे थे, उसके ऊपर काम भी कर रहे थे। तो हमने ऐसा सोचा कि स्कीम को और अधिक बढ़ाने के लिए, उसका और प्रचार प्रसार करने के लिए ये टीम का कुछ ना कुछ योगदान उसमें रहे। तो सभी योजनाओं का इस टीम ने अध्ययन किया और हमें ऐसा लगा कि उसमें से कुछ स्कीम्स जो है वो स्कीम्स आगे जाकर भी हम उसका प्रचार कर सकेंगे क्या। तो कुछ वॉलेंटियर्स हमने तैयार किए, लगभग 25 वॉलेंटियर्स अभी हमारे मध्य में उपस्थित है, जिनको एक दृष्टि से ट्रेनर ऐसे कहा जाएगा। तो ये आज का जो कार्यक्रम है तो ट्रेनिंग ऑफ ट्रेनर्स जैसा है, तो उनको हमने प्रेरक भी कहा है, क्योंकि कल से 3 दिन ये कार्यक्रम होने वाला है। हर रोज 5 से 7 या 2 घंटे का कार्यक्रम होगा और उसमें मंत्रालय की विविध विभाग के अधिकारी आकर आत्मनिर्भर भारत की योजना है उसके बारे में हमारे वॉलेंटियर्स को, ये ट्रेनर्स को, ये प्रेरक जो प्रतिनिधि है उनको ट्रेन करेंगे। और उसके बाद 3 दिन के बाद यह हमारे जो सभी कार्यकर्ता है अपने अपने निजी कार्य क्षेत्र में जाएंगे और कुछ संस्थाओं को मिलेंगे औपचारिक रूप से, अनौपचारिक रूप से, और जो भी स्कीम्स आगे ले जा सकते हैं उसको आगे लेके जाएंगे। तो ये मिला के ये कार्यक्रम का उद्देश्य है। उसमें एमएसएमई, एग्रीकल्चर, लेबर ऐसे विभाग से विशेष रूप से अधिकारी कल से आने वाले हैं। तो आज ये सब हमारे वॉलेंटियर्स या प्रेरक हम कहेंगे, ये प्रेरक आज हमारे मध्य में, उनका उद्घाटन आपके उपस्थित में हो रहा है। तो फिर एक बार आपके मैं आभार व्यक्त करता हूं, आपका स्वागत करता हूं और सभी हमारी आईकैन की टीम है और सभी आज के हमारे प्रेरक प्रतिनिधि है, उन सभी का मैं स्वागत करता हूं। बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। आगे की कार्रवाई के लिए रवि जी।
जी धन्यवाद। संतोष जी, चूंकि आईकैन की टीम से पहली बार सभी लोगों का आपसे परिचय हो रहा है, एक माध्यम से आईकैन को आपके सामने रखने का हमें पहली बार ठीक से मौका मिल रहा है एज ए टीम। तो आज की इस मीटिंग के लिए वे 25 प्रेरक तो हैं ही, उनके साथ साथ जो आईकैन के एक कोर टीम है, फिर सारे स्टेट के स्टेट कोऑर्डिनेटर्स हैं एवं कुछ डिस्ट्रिक्ट के डिस्ट्रिक्ट कोऑर्डिनेटर्स, ऐसा करके एक करीब 60 लोग, 55 से 60 लोग उपस्थित हैं आज की मीटिंग में। और अभी की आज की इस सत्र का जो फ्लो रहेगा, इसके बाद में सबसे पहले अमित टुटेजा जी कनेक्टिंग ड्रीम्स फाउंडेशन के, वो अगले 4-5 मिनट में आईकैन ने अभी तक जो काम किया है उसका संक्षिप्त में आपको परिचय देंगे, आईकैन ने क्या क्या काम किया है पिछले 5-6 महीने में। उसके बाद हम आईकैन के स्टेट कोऑर्डिनेटर्स का एक 8-10 लोगों का आपके साथ परिचय कराएंगे और उसके बाद सिमी मिश्रा जी अगले एक 4-5 मिनट में जो हमने आत्मनिर्भर भारत की स्कीम्स की प्रेजेंटेशन और अलग अलग लैंग्वेजेस में मोबाइल कार्ड्स तैयार किए हैं तो उसके बारे में बताएंगी। और उसके बाद लगभग 5:25 से हम आपका मार्गदर्शन लेंगे और अंत में वंदे मातरम के साथ ये सत्र समाप्त करेंगे। तो सबसे पहले अमित टुटेजा जी।
धन्यवाद रवि जी और नमस्कार संतोष जी। I just give you a brief glimpse of what ICANN has achieved till now. So I'll be doing it through a small presentation. So India COVID-19 Network, or as we say ICANN, was launched in March 2020, and it was just after the lockdown. And the idea was that how can voluntary sectors, the people around India who would like to support people at this juncture, how can they do it? So we created this platform, and the main DNA behind this platform is that democracy is not about enjoying the rights. It is also about taking responsibility. So all the people who are part of ICANN really believe in this. And ICANN is now a movement which is initiated by responsible citizens of India from various walks of life. And all these people are either working somewhere or doing something, and they also spend time and support the entire initiative overall from across the country. So this is what ICANN believes in, and this is how it started. It was started by, as strategically mentioned, started by Rambao Malgi Prabodhini and Connecting Foundation, and the website is icanonline.in. And the basic thing that it does is that it connects the people who need help with the people who can give help. So help seeker to help provider is the work that it does. That's the connection it does, and through a lot of the huge volunteer network that we have that assist in doing this connection. So I'll just show you a small video of how it works. As you can see, it's a simple platform which creates a hyperlocal network where we have a help seeker, where we have a help provider, and we also have the resources. So it just connects in the right format, and technology is used as a backend. So as I discussed, that was started in March 27, and on April 8, it was recognized as one of the top 5 initiatives by PIB. And as we move forward, more and more people joined in, and within 2 months, like within a couple of months, we were able to impact more than 4 lakh people lives, and across 25 states. We have more than if I say 4,000 volunteers, or as we say, COVID warriors, ICANN warriors, across 25 states and union territories, and more than 3,800 NGOs and CSOs who are part of this network, who has been actively supporting the entire initiative, and more than 4 lakh lives have been impacted. So if you see the highlights of the model, it's a aggregator model which collects and geotags all the information on the same portal, which is very open and transparent. It's a platform. It started this as a platform, but now it has become a movement. So it's not the technology, but the people who are running it. That's the most important part of it. It's a very decentralized model. It is not that it's a top approach, the bottoms up model we work on. So whatever is the problem that is coming from the people becomes the focus of the entire platform. We started with food, providing the ration services. Then we moved on to medical aid and travel, and then travel of migrant workers, of course. And now the Bharat model. it is also a lot of awareness is being also created through regular virtual meetings and the communication things that we do through this platform. So here are some examples how we have used this platform to help people. So one of the things that we've done is by delivering food and essential supplies to people on ground in various states. More than 4 lakh people were delivered food through ICANN network of youth volunteers, and then we also engaged various elected officials and lawmakers who have come and supported us, motivated us at various intervals, and helped us in various ways. We've also used quite a lot of power of communications through different initiatives that we have done. It's called ICANN Conversations. We've also started a comic series to spread awareness about hygiene and coronavirus. A lot of eminent personalities like Professor Nalin Gupta, Shamika Ravi, and many more, Dr. Rajiv Kumar, have come to the platform and done ICANN Conversations to raise awareness about various issues around COVID. So this is still going on. Another thing that we have initiated is championing mental wellness. That's the most very important initiative that ICANN has started, where we have almost 300 plus counselors on board, counselors and trainers on board who have been interacting with various communities across India and supporting them at this time when people are also going a lot of mental and psychological issues. As we're moving forward after the lockdown, post lockdown, the platform is evolving, the movement is evolving. Now we are focusing a lot more on areas where we can support the government and their initiatives. And as we are moving forward, these are the two major initiatives that we are working on. One of them is today we are launching the ICANN Atmanirbhar Bharat Prerak training. The first batch is getting trained, where we will be talking about different schemes that government has launched. The second is that we have started Zuva for Atmanirbhar Bharat, where we are tied up with multiple universities across India, and we are engaging students and youth from different parts of the country to help their neighboring communities to become Atmanirbhar through different entrepreneurship ventures that they'll be starting over next 6 months. So this is the brief of what we have done so far, and this is the team which has been doing this throughout. And has been helping us. I think the next we'll be interacting with some of the state coordinators as we move forward. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Amit. धन्यवाद. Presentation task. हाँ, स्क्रीन. Thank you. धन्यवाद अमित जी. सर, जैसा मैंने बताया कि हमने सोचा कि ये एक अच्छा मौका है, जो वॉलंटियर्स 4 दिन से हमारे साथ जुड़े हुए हैं उनका एक 5 मिनट लेके हम आपके साथ परिचय भी करवा दें. तो जो सिर्फ स्टेट कोऑर्डिनेटर्स जो हैं उनका मैं जिनको मैं देख पा रहा हूं, मैं उनका नाम ले रहा हूं. आप कृपया 30 सेकंड में अपना परिचय माननीय श्री संतोष जी को दे दीजिए. जयवर्धन जी, आर यू देयर?
हाँ सर, प्रणाम सर. जयवर्धन जोशी, मूलतः भोपाल मध्य प्रदेश से हूँ. वर्तमान में मध्य प्रदेश में आईकैन का कोऑर्डिनेशन का काम देख रहा हूँ. स्टेट कोऑर्डिनेटर हूँ. मैंने सर एमएस किया है साइबर लॉ इंफॉर्मेशन सिक्योरिटी में नेशनल यूनिवर्सिटी भोपाल से, और आईआईडीएल बैच 3 का भी पास आउट छात्र हूँ. और सर वर्तमान में मैं भारतीय जनता युवा मोर्चा उज्जैन संभाग का भी संयोजक हूँ, और उपचुनाव में 3 सीटों की जिम्मेदारी दी गई है, उनका भी कार्य देख रहा हूँ. धन्यवाद
जी. रोहन जी, रोहन महाजन. रोहन जी, आर यू देयर? कल्पेश रावल. कल्पेश जी.
सर, मैं कल्पेश रावल सूरत गुजरात से हूँ. 14 वर्षों तक विद्यार्थी परिषद में काम किया, फिर अभी वर्तमान में 2017 से पार्टी का काम कर रहा हूँ गुजरात.
कल्पेश जी, आपकी आवाज गई. आपकी आवाज चली गई कल्पेश जी. कल्पेश जी हमारे गुजरात के स्टेट कोऑर्डिनेटर हैं और बाकी परिचय उन्होंने दिया. आनंद चौहान. आनंद चौहान.
नमस्ते सर, मैं आनंद चौहान गुलबर्गा कर्नाटका से हूँ. कर्नाटका का स्टेट कोऑर्डिनेटर हूँ और बीजेपी पार्टी में 10 साल से कम्युनिकेशन सर और आईटी सेल का काम देखता हूँ. फिलहाल आईकैन से मैंने वॉलंटियर्स ज्वाइन किए और आईकैन का काम कर्नाटका में देख रहा हूँ.
थैंक यू. कमलाकांत पाठक.
जी नमस्ते सर, मेरा नाम कमलाकांत पाठक हुआ. मैं मूलतः बिहार से हूँ और वर्तमान में प्रबोधिनी के दिल्ली कार्यालय से जुड़कर कार्य कर रहा हूँ। अभी आईकैन में बिहार स्टेट कोऑर्डिनेटर के नाते मैं कार्य देख रहा हूँ और बिहार राज्य की जिम्मेदारी निभा रहा हूँ।
शिप्रा त्रिपाठी।
सर प्रणाम, मैं दिल्ली से हूँ और अभी वर्तमान में मैं दिल्ली स्टेट कोऑर्डिनेटर हूँ, दिल्ली एंड एनसीआर देख रही हूँ। साथ साथ मैं एज एन प्रोफेशनली पीआरओ हूँ, पब्लिक रिलेशन ऑफिसर, और 2013 से अभी तक मैं पार्टी के साथ और संगठन के साथ जुड़कर काम कर रही हूँ।
गौरव गोयल। हाँ
आवाज आ रही?
हाँ जी आ रही।
हाँ जी, मैं मूलतः पंचकुला हरियाणा से हूँ। 2014 से प्रबोधिनी से जुड़ा हूँ, नेतृत्व साधना के माध्यम से। अभी पार्टी में मेरे पास अंबाला लोकसभा का सोशल मीडिया।
गौरव जी आपकी आवाज गई। गौरव जी आप म्यूट हो गए। गौरव जी आप म्यूट हो गए हैं। दीपांतो सेन, राजन, गुड़ा सत्यनारायण, जो भी अभी स्टेट कोऑर्डिनेटर्स हैं कृपया अनम्यूट करके आप अपना परिचय दे सकते हैं। शशांक राज जी और अटल जी।
नमस्कार सर, मेरा नाम अटल पुरोहित है। मैं राजस्थान का स्टेट कोऑर्डिनेटर हूं और पिछले 4 महीने के साथ में अमित जी के साथ में और रविंद्र साठे जी के साथ में और रवि जी के साथ में बहुत मार्गदर्शन मिला और काफी काम करने की कोशिश हुई। मैं IIDL 3rd बैच का भी छात्र हूँ। धन्यवाद।
हाँ ठीक है।
अमित चौहान।
हाँ मतलब मैंने नाम लिया लेकिन आए नहीं। अमित चौहान, अमित क्या हुआ?
नमस्कार सर, मैं अमित चौहान महाराष्ट्र से हूँ, महाराष्ट्र का स्टेट कोऑर्डिनेटर, IIDL के फर्स्ट बैच का विद्यार्थी हूँ और यहाँ पे सातारा डिस्ट्रिक्ट में मैं काम करता हूँ। पार्टी का मैं सेक्रेटरी हूँ और साथ ही साथ NGO जो मेरे ग्रामीण विकास में काम करती है उसमें काम कर रहा हूँ। धन्यवाद।
नमस्कार सर, PTT Rajan from Chennai. Basically, I'm an entrepreneur and publisher. So I am looking for ICAN from 2014 onwards. जो RMP के साथ
अंजलि पंडित। ठीक है। शशांक जी।
नमस्ते सर, मेरा नाम शशांक राज हुआ, मूलतः रांची झारखंड से हूँ और IIDL बैच 2 से हूँ और आईकैन कोऑर्डिनेटर झारखंड के रूप में काम कर रहा हूँ।
धन्यवाद। सर हमारे कोर टीम के भी कुछ लोग हैं जिनका मैं सिर्फ नाम लेता हूँ, कृपया बाकी लोग अपने आप को म्यूट कर दें। हमारे साथ कोर टीम से उमेश मोरे जी जुड़े हुए हैं जो सारे स्टेट कोऑर्डिनेशन का काम देख रहे हैं। अंबर स्वामी जी हैं, डॉक्टर सिमी मिश्रा हैं, आशुतोष मिश्रा जी प्रयागराज से आप भी जुड़े हैं, जेनिशा और शीतल शेट्टी एवं देवांग दवे जी जो हमारा पूरा सोशल मीडिया देखते हैं, तो देवांग जी भी जुड़े हुए हैं। और ये हमारी आईकैन की टीम और काफी डिस्ट्रिक्ट कोऑर्डिनेटर्स भी जुड़े हुए हैं जिनका मैं अभी परिचय नहीं करवा सकता। कृपया आप अपने आप को म्यूट कर दें। अब मैं डॉक्टर सिमी मिश्रा जी से अनुरोध करता हूं कि सिमी जी आप आत्मनिर्भर भारत स्कीम पर जो हमारी टीम काम कर रही है, जो उनके बारे में आप थोड़ा सा बताइए, हम क्या काम कर रहे हैं, प्रेजेंटेशंस वगैरह, उसके बारे में आप एक अगले 4-5 मिनट में छोटा सा ब्रीफली बताइए।
जी थैंक यू रवि जी। एक सेकंड जरा अपना स्क्रीन का प्रेजेंटेशन मोड ऑन कर दूं। Please let me know if you can see my screen.
Yes.
Screen is
okay. Screen is visible. Thank you. So, सबसे पहले thank you and namaskar sir. Thank you for giving us this opportunity to take insights from you and make this initiative even more better under your guidance. तो जैसे रवि जी ने और साठे जी ने और अमित जी ने बताया अभी आपको कि ये सबसे पहला हमारा बैच हो रहा है फॉर आत्मनिर्भर ट्रेनिंग ऑफ द व्हाट वी आर कॉलिंग द आत्मनिर्भर भारत प्रेरक्स। तो इसके बारे में मैं थोड़ा सा आपको पहले थोड़ा सा बैकग्राउंड बताती हूँ, थोड़ी भूमिका देती हूँ कि ये कैसे स्टार्ट हुआ और इसमें हमने क्या अप्रोच लिया और हम क्या कर रहे हैं। तो सबसे पहले तो जब हमारे प्राइम मिनिस्टर मोदी जी ने आई थिंक द प्रेजेंटेशन मोड वेंट ऑफ,
हाँ द स्क्रीन इज गॉन,
हाँ फॉर सम रीजन शेयरिंग इट बैक,
जी जी
आई थिंक यू कैन सी इट नाउ,
यस वी कैन सी इट नाउ।
या तो मोदी जी ने सबसे पहले हमारे को करीब 12th of May को he announced a huge and handsome package of 20 lakh crores of rupees, which was amongst the, I would say, the highest that any country had given in the world, which was equal to about 10% of the GDP. और उनके साथ साथ उन्होंने अपना स्ट्रैटेजी भी बताया that we have to build a self-reliant India, which was kind of resting on 5 pillars. These 5 pillars were economy, infrastructure, system, demography and demand. अब इसको आगे ले जाने के लिए निर्मला सीतारमन जी ने एक बहुत ही कॉम्प्रिहेंसिव पैकेज ऑफ 5 PDFs एंड एन ओवरऑल समरी को रिलीज किया। लेकिन उसमें जब हमने देखा तो पता चला that there are economic packages that are there which are kind of focused on 3 different core areas, which is the MSME, the unorganized sector and the migrants, and the agriculture and the farmer reforms. अब इसमें रिफॉर्म्स भी थे, इसमें कुछ नई स्कीम्स भी थी, इसमें कुछ पल्स पैकेजेस भी थे फॉर ओल्डर स्कीम्स दैट वर ऑलरेडी इन एग्जिस्टेंस, एंड देयर वर आल्सो सर्टेन स्कीम्स जो सेंट्रल से स्टेट में फ्लो करनी थी, एंड सम स्कीम्स व्हिच वर जस्ट एट द जेनेसिस एंड अभी वो बस स्टार्ट ही हुए थे। तो इसको किस तरह से हम इनको टू द एंड बेनिफिशियरी, हाउ डू वी काइंड ऑफ टेक इट देयर, हाउ डू वी काइंड ऑफ लाइक मेक द एंड बेनिफिशियरी यूज दीज स्कीम्स, यही हमारा एक प्रॉब्लम था हमारे सामने, विच वी वर काइंड ऑफ लाइक थिंकिंग कि इसको कैसे लेके चले आगे। तो हमारी जो स्टेट टीम है जिन्होंने अपना इंट्रोडक्शन दिया, उन्होंने कुछ ग्राउंड पे रिसर्च किया, दे काइंड ऑफ इंटरैक्टेड विद लॉट्स ऑफ पीपल in the ground, and they also kind of interviewed people from various institutions, and उसका जो सारांश है या summary ये है कि people were a little confused, they were very happy that package आया है, but confused थे कि ये schemes हैं तो हैं क्या, what are these schemes, am I eligible for which scheme, and what documents do I need to kind of support myself to become eligible, and where do I apply। तो ये 4 सवाल लेके हम लोग आगे बढ़े, एंड दीज वर रिकरेंट थीम्स फ्रॉम ईच एंड एवरी स्टेट। हर एक स्टेट में से द एंड बेनिफिशियरी वाज ईदर आस्किंग दीज क्वेश्चंस और समवॉट लीडिंग टू दीज क्वेश्चंस। तो हमारा नेक्स्ट स्टेप यही था कि हम कुछ ऐसा करें कि जो उनसे भी वो स्कीम्स हैं जो हमारे फर्स्ट, सेकेंड एंड थर्ड ट्रांच में आई हैं, उस स्कीम्स को इस तरह से डिसाइफर किया जाए दैट अ कॉमन मैन अंडरस्टैंड्स व्हाट दीज स्कीम्स आर, whether he is eligible or not eligible, what kind of supporting documents does he need, some simple things like Aadhaar card है कि नहीं है, पिछला बैंक में खाता है कि नहीं है, and apply करना है तो कहाँ करना है, NABARD के पास जाना है, or should we go to SBI, or should we go to some other bank or to some other place। तो ये सारी चीजों को लेके we started deciphering these schemes, and we kind of chose 11 schemes from the MSME sector। From the unorganized sector, we chose 12 schemes, and from the agriculture sector, we chose about 15 schemes. ये हमने अपने आप के लिए एक लक्ष्य तय किया कि हम ये पहली 38 स्कीम्स को ये हम उठाएंगे और इनको डिसाइफर करेंगे और एक सिंपल लैंग्वेज में, साधारण अक्षरों में we will take it to the common man। फेज 2 में we might kind of include more schemes, क्योंकि और भी कई स्कीम्स हैं और सब स्कीम्स हैं जिसके बारे में अभी इतना क्लटर करना हमारे लिए मुश्किल हो रहा था। So that is like work that we will do for the phase 2. Now, what I want to show you is a small clipping or a movie from the website only, and how we are actually kind of doing it, and how the website जिसके पोर्टल के बारे में अमित जी ने भी बताया था, that is a portal which connects the help seekers with the help providers। तो इसको मैं जरा आपको थोड़ा सा दिखाती हूँ, एक छोटी सी स्टेप है ये। तो दिस इज आवर वेबसाइट एंड दिस इज आवर पोर्टल। यहाँ पे हमारा आईकैन रिपोजिटरी है, And what you can see over here is that, for the farmers, for the migrant workers, and for the MSME sectors, we have 3 buckets of schemes that. Now, once you click on these buckets, you can either search the scheme by the name or by the category. तो इसको ही tagging की हुई है हमने with common tags, and you can kind of also read about these schemes के ये credit linked है या ये direct bank transfer है, and एक summary छोटा सा है. So once you reach a scheme of your interest, when you click upon it, you will see that उसका एक brief description है in multiple different languages. अभी languages हमारी 5-6 तैयार हुई है और भी हम जोड़ रहे हैं. And इसके साथ साथ उनके मोबाइल कार्ड्स भी हैं. These mobile cards are available both in the regional language as well as in the languages that are common, which is Hindi and English. तो ये एक छोटा सा अभियान है, and in case people cannot access it by mobile, you can even download these cards as a PDF, take a printout and just kind of keep it with yourself. तो ये हमारा एक छोटा सा अभियान था to kind of make these schemes decipherable, actionable, and also bring them to the common man. तो ये छोटी सी मूवी क्लिप है, and now I'll kind of move on to the next slide to introduce the people who were behind the scenes. बहुत सारी टीम है, उसमें से 25-30 लोग आज आए हैं, but more than that were there. So MSME की जो सी schemes थी उसमें Mrs. Meeta Bora, she is from Guwahati, and she has been kind of working with the entrepreneurship sector and has her own consultancy. So she was leading the MSME sector research and creating and also validating the content. Along with her were 3 people in her team: Astha Arora, Malika Sinha, and Sanyukta Das. Unorganized sector mein and migrants mein, we had Rajeshri ma'am. Rajeshri ma'am has been a journalist for more than 16 years, and she's been writing on socio-economic issues in Marathi for a very long time. She was joined by 5 people: Astha Arora, Malika Sinha, Vijay, Sanyukta Das, and Satyanarayan Swami. And then in the agriculture sector, we had Biradar Pradeep. Pradeep ji is a MSc in organic chemistry, went abroad to Korea to do his PhD, and then kind of left it in between to come back and say that my country needs me more. And right now he's in Maharashtra looking after a school in a very small village and doing a lot of social work at the grassroots level. And as you can see from this photograph, he's a big fan of yours. So Malika Sinha is there, Vijay was there, Hitendra Kumar and Sanyukta Das and Satya Swami were the people who were there with him. So, sir, this was, people who kind of, did the teamwork and the running behind, but there was another team who was making these cards, kind of, making sure that translations happened as per the time and translations were accurate. So the state coordinators played a big role over there, along with the district coordinators, translating all of these schemes into these various languages. And as we go along, we would be kind of, increasing and adding more and more languages. The core team, which also made these mobile cards, designed it, etc., consisted of Sudhanshu Shekhar, Kamal Kumar, and Janisha. So a big thank you to all of you for making this happen and bringing it to this point where we can kind of showcase this to sir. So with that, Ravi ji, I think that I have to add.
Thank you. You've explained it very well. Presentation, yes. स्क्रीन से मुझे आपको शेयर हटाना पड़ेगा.
हाँ जी, मैंने हटा दिया. I think it will take a moment. दया?
नहीं. हाँ, yes. Thank you. So thank you so much. मैंने आप म्यूट कर सकते हैं. हाँ, मैंने कोर ग्रुप में सर कुछ लोगों का परिचय करवाया. 2-3 लोगों का परिचय रह गया जो ज्वाइन किए थे. उसमें प्रोफेसर दिग्विजय हैं, हर्ष मोदी, डॉक्टर तोषेंद्र द्विवेदी, सुधांशु शेखर और कमल श्याम, वे भी हमारे आईकैन की कोर टीम के मेंबर्स हैं और यहाँ उपस्थित हैं. अब मैं सभी आईकैन टीम मेंबर्स की ओर से आपसे निवेदन करता हूं कि कृपया आप हमारा मार्गदर्शन करें.
थैंक यू रवि जी. रामबाव मालगी प्रबोधिनी के महानिर्देशक श्री रविंद्र साठे जी, आज के इस कार्यक्रम के संयोजक और दिल्ली में बहुत कुछ काम का कोऑर्डिनेशन जो कर रहे थे रवि पोखरना जी, all the senior members of the core team of the ICANN network and all the people who are the backbones of the ICANN network, and also all the persons who have come on this platform today for the inauguration of the Train the Trainers program that is going to start from tomorrow on. I'm immensely happy to be present amongst you today because initiative is always a good thing. But a country as big as India, with a population of more than 135 crores, and with a village number of villages with more than 8.5 lakh villages, and this big length and this big width of a country, the necessities of a country or the needs of an individual or needs of a section of the society can never be fulfilled by an initiative or by a person. It had to be a collective effort, both at the government level and the society level. And when the collective effort happen, whatever has to be reached, whatever has to reach, it reaches the person who is in need of it. So networking is a very important factor of that. If there is no networking, there may be repetition of the activity or there may be scarcity of the activity. Both can happen. I have worked for a very long time in Bangalore. So my examples usually they revolve around Bangalore and Karnataka. You have to pardon me. I have seen many schools there in and around Bangalore who have been flooded with service activities by the IT companies that are housed in Bangalore. There are some schools where more than 10 teams come and work there. And year on year, they go on dumping all the computers, all the gadgets, everything on those students. And at the end of the day, after third year or fourth year, they will have only gadgets and there are no users. And if you go at like 100, 200 kilometers away from Bangalore, and there are many schools where there is a need, but there are no providers, service providers or whatever it is. At such times, we feel the utility of a network, the utility of networking, and the utility of the community service and the community initiatives. During the lockdown period, which was the first of its kind for the mankind, for the human society across the globe, no country before, during normal times or during crisis time, had experienced a thing called lockdown, including our country. And the lockdown that was imposed on our country by the Honorable Prime Minister, and nowadays he has been specially given with the title of not only effective, but also with the speed and precision. And it was the speed and precision that made the community activities also a major thing in handling the lockdown period. So on 23rd, on 24th, when the lockdown was imposed, there was a Janata curfew on 22nd. And on 24th, when the lockdown was imposed, it was sudden. It was sudden. And it had to be sudden also. There was no question. When we look back today, when we look at the mortality rate, when we look at the recovery rate, when we look at the rate of spread, and the many things that have been happening in India for good, when we look at all those things, then we find the utility of that sudden and speed with which the Prime Minister acted on that day in forcing the lockdown, in implementing the lockdown, in announcing the lockdown on that day. But that had many other facets of social life also. Yes, the health, whatever the crisis of health was there, it was handled in a very good manner. But the society also faced many other problems where the government alone could not have pitched in and solved all those problems. The whole society, it participated in that human activity for 5 long months, and still many people and many organizations, many volunteers, still they are supporting the society. And because of this, I can tell you very proudly that with all the initiatives that has been done across the country, some known, some unknown, some network, some not network, some people together with many other friends and relatives and their colleagues or whatever it is, and some people putting their effort alone in their vicinity, the country is a better place to handle the crisis when we look at from this point of time. In that particular thing of handling the COVID crisis, the social and the economic factor of the lockdown, the networks like ICANN, they came in handy across the country. As we have seen for last couple of minutes, how ICANN, it networked people who wanted the help, and also it networked the people who wanted to help. In case of help, it might have been monetary help, or it might have been some material that was needed, or it may be some kind of service activity, it may be health, counseling, or something else, education, etc., etc. In all these things, networks like ICANN, they have helped to a very large extent, and seeing to it that the tempers were soothed and the country, in a way, we passed the crisis period rather peacefully without any untoward incidents. Yes, there was crisis. There were many crises, not one or two crises. There were many crises. During the lockdown, we had Amphan cyclone. During the lockdown, we had Nisarga cyclone. During the lockdown, we had this tiddies or locusts from across our borders, which affected the whole of northern India. So there were a lot of other problems also. But when you sit today and look back on all these 150 days of post-lockdown, we see that country as a whole, it fared in a very good manner because of these voluntary activities also. There was a government, of course. There was a responsive government. There was a responsible leadership who was acting in it on a day-to-day basis, hourly basis, minute-to-minute basis. Yes, it was there. It was a guaranteed product that we had for the last 6 years. But the society also fared in a wonderful manner as far as this lockdown was concerned. I can quote hundreds and hundreds of examples which I have seen from my eyes, which I have heard, and which I have monitored, all these things. And ICANN was also a major factor in this service network. Temples, gurudwaras, some of the institutions like ISKCON or Radhaswami Satsang. If you go to the health infrastructure that has been established in Delhi, the Sardar Patel Health Complex, which has been established in Delhi, you will be wonderstruck to see, is it possible in India? Because we were just listening to a hospital set up in Wuhan, some 1,000-bed hospital set up in Wuhan in some hours or in some days. But even in Delhi, in the Radhaswami Satsang premises, a 10,000-bed hospital, it was established within a matter of 10 days. In a country like India, it was established, it was up running, and it is still being used by the Delhi government and the central government to treat the COVID patients. So the society pitched in with the large-heartedness and also with the total efficiency and with dedicatedness for handling this thing. So networks like ICANN, institutions like ISKCON or Radhaswami Satsang, organizations like Bharatiya Janata Party, the Parivar organizations led by Seva Bharati, every single one of them saw to it that the person who is in need is not left alone or he is not left orphan. People connected. Not only they had a big heart, not only they had a good heart, but they also had technology at their fingertips. They used the technology to the hilt so that they can reach timely to the people in need. This lockdown period saw to it that technology was used in an unparalleled manner to reach the needy people. So this has been the biggest thing that has happened over a period of last 150 days. When I look at all these things, and later on May 12th, our Honorable Prime Minister, he came in front of us through the media and through the TV channel. And we were also hoping, we were also thinking that he might announce some other next step of lockdown or something else. But he always is a man who surprises us. He doesn't, surprising is not just nature, but also he has many things up his sleeve where he is way beyond what we think today. When he came that day on screen, we were thinking that some relief measures or some unlocking or some kind of other strict measures of lockdown. So one among these three may be there. But he had come with a special intention that day. The Honorable Prime Minister, in the last 6 years of his governance, wherever he gets an opportunity, he always keeps on harping on one single concept, the converting the challenges into an opportunity. चुनौतियों को अवसर में बदलना, converting the challenges into an opportunity. This has been his hallmark. It may be in politics, it may be in service, or it may be in governance. This has been his hallmark. Always he converts challenges into opportunities. Many people have thrown challenges at him over a period of last 20 to 22 years of active political life. And every single one of them have seen to it that he has converted all those challenges, which I don't want to mention here because this is not a political platform. He has converted all those challenges into an opportunity, and he has risen higher in position and also commitment towards the country. And even during lockdown period also, whenever he used to interact with the party, whenever he used to interact with the minister, every single time when he had an interaction with us or somebody in the governance, he used to end with his speech or his interaction with, इस चुनौतियों को हमने अवसर से बदलना चाहिए. We have to convert these challenges into opportunity. And his mind was continuously on it. He had set up multiple teams. He had asked hundreds and hundreds of groups to give him a blueprint of what India has to be post-lockdown. When we were running through the lockdown, he was thinking about what India has to be post-lockdown. And that vision of him, which was building up for quite some years, which had its roots in the thinking of this ancient country, he used to mention time and again about New India. That day, he came up with a wholesome concept of Atmanirbharata. When we go today in attending one of the factors, one of the phases of this the Atmanirbharata package, we should not forget the wholesome picture of the Atmanirbharata package. Atmanirbharata package or Atmanirbharata Abhiyan is not something about providing some schemes to some individuals, some groups and sections and some reasons. It is a wholesome concept. He gave two concepts out of it. One, go vocal for local. Second one, he did not stop there, because many a time we stop at some negative concept. But he did not stop at that negative concept. Along with go vocal for local, he also told that our manufacturing industry, our preparation, our product should also be globally branded so that they also start playing in the global arena. It is not that हमारे चीजों को हम उपयोग कर लेना है, क्यों? वो हमारा है, केवल हमारा है इसके लिए नहीं. It is ours. Not only that, it is all should also be good. Ours is there, yes sir. We always go by it, but along with it, ours is also good. It has to be good. Not only it has to be good, it has to be perfect. It has to be to the global standard. He had this picture in mind when he told about Atmanirbharata package. In his speech of around 27-28 minutes, we have already been presented with all those things, the 5 pillars, everything we have already been presented with. We have been shown it today also, and you will be going to look at it from tomorrow onwards for 3 days, many of the trainers who are going to be here. So I will not repeat anything about it. But there were some schemes. Along with schemes, there were some reforms. Along with reform, there were some scaling up things. And along with everything, there was a vision for making this country a Vishwaguru, or taking it to the rightful place that it has failed in achieving for the last 70 years of our independence history. Taking to that place where this country, this society, this culture rightly deserves. Rightly deserves. Schemes are a part of that vision. Schemes are not vision. Schemes are a part of that vision. With this concept, that day, he gave us a wholesome picture of some 20 lakh crore package, Atmanirbharata package, as part of Atmanirbharata Abhiyan. Atmanirbharata package is part of Atmanirbharata Abhiyan. And the next 5 days, our Honorable Finance Minister Srimati Nirmala Sitharaman, she came every day in front of the country and presented the nitty-gritties of that Atmanirbharata Abhiyan for 5 days, which also included the 38 schemes that are going to be presented in front of you, many of the trainers, for the next 3 days. As Madam told, there are 11 MSME schemes that they will be presenting in front of you. There will be 12 schemes which are for the unorganized sector, and also some 15 schemes for the agricultural sector. In all, 38 schemes will be presented in front of you. This Atmanirbharata package, of which the Atmanirbharata package is all Atmanirbharata Abhiyan, of which the Atmanirbharata package is a part. This is going to take our country to the rightful place where it has to belong. But a Prime Minister gives a vision, a Finance Minister presents nitty-gritty of that vision, and the officials or the structure that is there with the government, or the institutions that are there with the government, they formulate the scheme, they give rules and regulations. If everything was going to happen only because of this, then our country would not have been at a place where we are today. It would have been somewhere else. But from after the vision, after the nitty-gritties or the policy level, and then the schemes, the structures, the allotments, everything, to reach it to the last person in our country, which is very vast, in our country, which is very diverse. All these things were presented in our presentation. Our country is vast also, our country is diverse also, and our country, along with vastness and along with diverse culture or diverse way of living, the kind of climatic zone, the kind of geography that we have, that is also has got multiple faces to it. It is not so easy that everything will reach to the last person to whom it has to be reached. Automatically, it doesn't reach. Neither the technology exists nor the motivation exists down through the line. Around 10-11 years ago, I attended a small workshop of government officers. One of our MLA, he had organized that workshop. He had requested me to be present in that workshop for full day and address all the government officers during the valedictory session. I was supposed to be present from morning, but I had to address in the evening. I was very happy because that was a new crowd. Young and new always keeps you also fresh. These two things you should never miss in life as you grow older. They have to always interact with the young, like I can, and always interact with the new because you will get better ideas. One of our very senior elderly person in Sangh, he used to always read Champak. Regularly he used to read Champak. One day I asked, what is this? You are telling such a big thing to us, high ideology, high thoughts and all, but every now and then you keep reading Champak. How can it happen? He said, I can tell those things because I read Champak. So to keep younger and to keep fresh, you should always interact with young and new people. So this was a new group, government officers. Usually I don't, my responsibility doesn't require interaction with a government officer. But I was present that day. There was a session which I want to repeat in front of you today. What is the necessity of the trainers program which will be conducted in front of you with you from tomorrow? What is the necessity? It is not an intellectual activity. It is not at all an intellectual activity. After knowing what these schemes are, if we don't get onto the ground so that somebody benefits out of our knowledge, then this knowledge is big zero. It is useless. So it is not an intellectual activity. It is a service activity. There, the senior officer who had come to address the government officer, he made one block level officer to stand up. He asked him, what's your name, good name? He told the good name. The meeting was running in Canada. What's your good name? Okay, he told the name. Then he asked, which department? He told, I am Taluk Health Officer, Tehsil Health Officer, and a Block Health Officer, either Taluk Health Officer or Block Health Officer. Then the senior civil servant, he asked the medical officer, what is his duty? The Taluk medical officer or the block medical officer, for 2 or 3 minutes, he explained what his activities are. He told the number of hospitals, the number of primary health centers, number of staff, the number of patients who come to hospital, number of ambulance, their upkeeping, everything he went on telling for 2.5 minutes. And after 2.5 minutes, the senior civil servant, he stopped him on his traction. He told him, are you I will use the word block because most of northern India is it is known by block system. So I will use only block word. He told, are you block hospital medical officer or block medical officer? The officer, he didn't catch the point. Again, the senior civil servant, he repeated, are you block medical officer or block hospital medical officer? Then second time he grasped it. Suddenly he told, slowly he told, no sir, I'm block medical officer हूँ. मैं block hospital का medical officer नहीं हूँ. मैं block medical officer हूँ. Then this senior civil servant started his point. But हम सब समझते हैं कि जब एजुकेशन ऑफिसर है तो मैं स्कूल के लिए इंचार्ज हूँ, मैं हेल्थ ऑफिसर है तो मैं हॉस्पिटल के लिए इंचार्ज हूँ, मैं कुछ इंस्टीट्यूशन का, मैं कुछ सोशल वेलफेयर ऑफिसर है तो मैं हॉस्टल के लिए इंचार्ज हूँ. ऐसे नहीं है. We are responsible for block. We are not only responsible for block hospital. We are not only responsible for block school. We are responsible for education of all the persons of a block. We are responsible for the health of all individuals in that block, not only in charge of hospital. When you tell hospital, when you tell school, then you become the prisoner of that building. You become the prisoner of that building. When you leave that hospital aside, school aside, then you will start thinking about person who can't reach hospital. Hope you are catching my point. The person who can't reach the hospital, the person who can't reach the school, the person who can't reach the government officer, the person who don't know that a hospital exists, the person who don't know that a school exists,
the person who don't know that a government department exists, or the person who doesn't want a school, what about it? ऐसा नहीं छोड़ सकते, कोई स्कूल में नहीं जाना चाहता हूं तो चलो, we can't live it, because society, along with all these likes and dislikes, we too have a responsibility to make him or make her understand that he has to get educated. We also have a responsibility to make him or her understand that she has to be healthy for a healthy society and a healthy country. You have to make him. Otherwise, उनका वो समझते हैं कि कुछ करते रहने से मैं temporarily I am happy, so I can keep on doing it. But somebody is should be so much responsible that after 1 or 2 years you can't be happy because of this. Somebody has to show the mirror to them. And then the senior civil servant, he went on telling that we are not in charges for some building, we are not in charges for hospital, we are not in charges for schools, we are not in charges for hostel, we are in charges for the health of the block, we are in charge for the education of the block. So when you think you are in charge for education of the block, then you will start thinking about the children who are not coming to school also. Who are not coming to school also. So the persons who thought of it, now we have mobile schools, now we have mobile clinic, now we have health worker who travel to the remote villages and give whatever medical facility that they can. And if there is something serious, they see to it that those people come to the hospital, or they are got to hospital through the government mechanism. So now the way that the government thinks, the way the government officers think, the way the society has started thinking has traveled a long way from where it was. Earlier, the government was an edifice. Those who used to come to that place, they used to get the services. Now there are bank mitras. There are bank mitras. More than 80,000 bank mitras are there across the country. They have small laptop, they have a small iPad, they have small money vending machine, and they travel across the country to the villages. They sit there for 2 or 3 hours in a village, and they see to it that cash is dispersed wherever the people want. Bank goes to the people, government goes to the people, hospital goes to the people, school goes to the people. In the same way, the service should also go to the people. It has to go to the people. Who will know that as a scheme in Atmanirbhar Bharata package for street vendor? You ask 10 street vendors, 9 of them will not know that the scheme exists for the street vendor. And somebody has to be told that for a street vendor that there is a scheme for you, very easy loan, 7% per annum interest, 10,000 rupees, digitally transferred, no documents required, no guarantee required, nothing is required. Somebody has to tell to that street vendor, want some registration with local authorities, nothing, not a classified registration, some registration with local authorities. This is all the need. Somebody has to talk to the street hawkers. वो जो सब्जी बेचने वाली महिला है, वो सब्जी बेचने वाले जो पुरुष है, उनको कोई बताना पड़ेगा कि आपको 7% इंटरेस्ट में आपको 10,000 मिलेगा, बहुत आसानी से मिलेगा, कोई डॉक्यूमेंट नहीं चाहिए, कोई म्युनिसिपैलिटी पर रजिस्ट्रेशन हो गया, एक पत्र चाहिए, केवल इतना ही है, that you are a person, you are a street hawker, that's all. Who is going to tell it? I am very happy that Rambau Malgi Prabodhini, along with ICANN Network, you have designed this program. The trainers who are to be trained from tomorrow, it is our responsibility over a period of time that we also train hundreds of others and make some people specialist. Some people specialist in some schemes. Before that, I also of late getting developing interest in government schemes. Before attending this program, I was just reading a FPO document of the government, Farmer Producers Organization document of the government. Since morning, I am reading it whenever I am getting a time. Today, after coming here to the office, I had some 30-minute time. I went through the latest guidelines which was issued yesterday. This FPO, it is going to be a game changer as far as farmers are concerned. It is going to be a game changer. The government proposes to start more than 10,000 FPOs across the country in the next 5 years. And going to help with each FPO to the tune of 2.5 crore rupees over a period of 5 years. Very easy money. Very easy money. But will not be given as such like arms or whatever it is. So there are some processes involved in it. We are also getting into it. Somebody has to go to the farmers and explain to him that these are the kind of policies that have been designed by the government under the Atmanirbhar Bharata package and the Atmanirbhar Bharata Abhiyan. I'm very happy that RMP and ICANN together, we have designed this training program for training the interested volunteers. And I want to tell one more thing also. The most abused word in today's society is social service and volunteers. Many a times when you tell volunteer, there is very, very little volunteerism in it. And in social service, there is little society and little service. There are only motives and lobbies many a times. But RMP and such organizations, they are game changers in it, that they are bringing the real meaning of volunteerism to the volunteer world. They are bringing the real meaning of social service to the that particular world. We are bringing back that old whatever. When we tell services, we come from a culture where it is mentioned as seva hi paramo dharma. It is the greatest dharma. Service is the biggest thing. Live and let live. This has been the culture of this country. This has been the culture of this country. You go into a bus, a normal person not too educated, a normal person not too much into higher institutions, he gets up and provides space, seat for the person who is in need. Only people who are from bigger echelons of the society, they started thinking logically that I have purchased the ticket, why should I get up? Otherwise, a normal person here, Sevahi Paramo Dharma, live and let live. Live and let live. So Swami Vivekananda also told, he only lives who lives for others. Rest are more dead than alive. This was the original concept of social service. Now this social service has got into the profiles. It has got into the visiting cards, everywhere. Where it should not be, it is there in all such cases. Where it has to be, there it has vanished. But organizations like RMP, organizations like ICANN, we are networking people who have good intention, who are pure at heart, and who want to serve the society just for serving, without any motive or without building any lobbies. We have been doing it. So over a period of next 6 months or 1 year, whatever it is, the 38 schemes that will be trained, these are going to be game changers for our country, because the bottom of the pyramid in our country is very huge. The bottom of the pyramid is very huge. It contains some 80 crore people, the bottom of the pyramid. Our pyramid is very steep as you go to the top one. Our bottom is very heavy and it is very large. It's good, no problem, but it has to move up. It can be static. It can't be stagnant. The bottom of the pyramid, it cannot be stagnant. It has to be educated. It has to come up economically. Everything has to be done at the bottom, because when it moves, a group of 80 crore people, it will move up. One Ambani moving, or one Adani moving, or one Tata moving is something else. But when 80 crore people move, that brings a big change in the country. That brings a big change in the country. This Atmanirbharata package, it is for the hinterlands. This Atmanirbharata package, it is for small towns. This Atmanirbharata package, it is for people who don't know that a government exists. When I tell government, it is not politics. Everybody knows about politics, but very few people know about government. You ask 10 people where is the Raita Mitra Kendra, where it is. Out of 10 people, 9 will not know it. You ask them where it's social welfare department district office, and many of us will not know it. We know politics, but we don't know governance. To the people who don't know about this governance, can we reach it in next few days? These are the game-changing schemes that have been given by the government, and as far as the government is concerned, it is moving with breakneck speed. As far as the Atmanirbharata package is concerned, it is moving with breakneck speed. Today, also in the cabinet meeting, a national exam authority has been announced today, which will cater to the entrance exams of 2.5 crore people to all the central government institutions. Transparent, which has been the hallmark of this government. Efficiency, which is the second factor of this government, is visible in Atmanirbharata package also. May 17 was the last day of the press conference of the Srimati Nirmala Sitharaman. May 22nd, first order came out. First order, which was helping for the MSME, it came out. And today, when we stand here, May 22nd, the policy was announced. And today, when we stand at this point, more than 1 lakh crore rupees of amount has been distributed to the MSMEs and the small businesses. More than 1 lakh crore out of the scheduled 3 lakh crore rupees. And along with it, we have another 70,000 crore rupees, which is sanctioned, it to be encashed by the people to whom it has been sanctioned. So almost all the policy decisions have been taken over a period of last 2.5 months after the last press conference of Srimati Nirmala Sitharaman. Today, we are here under the banner of RMP and ICANN. so that we can take it to the last person of the society. Reaching the unreached, this has been the biggest motive of ICANN network. If you tell why ICANN, because we are in ICANN, we are doing our service activity. Then why ICANN? To reach to the unreached. That has been the biggest motive of us. किसको नहीं मिला है अभी तक तो वहां जाना है, किसको बहुत जरूरत है उसको मिलना है. Not overburdening a person with our service activity. No, we are reaching to the person who hasn't been reached. Let us take this as a mission. Is only one last request that I have got it. This is not, again I am repeating, this is not an intellectual activity. तो कोई यूपीएससी में एग्जाम अटेंड करने वाले हैं तो उनके लिए आत्मनिर्भरता पैकेज का 38 स्कीम्स के बारे में हमने आरएमपी और आईकैन ने जानकारी दे रहा है, ताकि उन्होंने इंटरव्यू में या क्वेश्चन पेपर में आत्मनिर्भरता पैकेज का कोई स्कीम आ गया तो वो उत्तर दे सके. इसके लिए एक्टिविटी नहीं है. अगर आप में से कोई यूपीएससी में अटेंड करने वाले कोई इंटरव्यू में अटेंड कर, यू कैन यूज दिस मटेरियल. वी डोंट हैव एनी पेटेंट अबाउट इट, बट द मोटिव इज नॉट गेटिंग पास इन सम इंटरव्यू. द मोटिव इज सर्विंग द सोसाइटी. इसका लक्ष्य क्या है? कोई इंटरव्यू के लिए इंटेलेक्चुअल एक्टिविटी नहीं है. इसका लक्ष्य क्या है? जिनको ये पहुंचाना है उनको पहुंचाना है. अगर आप यूपीएससी के इंटरव्यू में उपयोग करने वाले हैं तो हमें कोई आपत्ति नहीं है, लेकिन इसका लक्ष्य वो नहीं है. द मोटिव ऑफ दिस प्लान इज नॉट दैट. लेट अस टेक द scheme to the last person so that it will be utilized and he will also come up. And when I tell it, the Atmanirbharta package, most of it is concentrated towards that 80 crore section of the people at the bottom of the pyramid. The moving up of the scaling up of whom, which section, the whole country's future, it depends upon the moving up of that section of the society. The whole of Atmanirbharta package is concentrating that on that particular of the section of the society. I hope through this training and through our commitment that we are having, we will reach it to the last person in the days to come. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I think, sir, all of us members are positively charged after your inspirational speech, full of practical and personal experiences. Before we go on for vote of thanks, and after which we'll have Vande Mataram, I'll request Amit ji to play a song which is 1 minute 56 seconds. It's a very inspirational song prepared by our volunteers.
मुश्किल है आन पड़ी ये कैसी कठिन घड़ी, सहमी सहमी जिंदगी, बिखरी हुई बंदगी, मानवता है पुकार रही, दिखाएं हम दरिया दिली. I can, you can, we can, India can, I can, you can, we can, India can. हम सब मिल जाए तो, मिलकर हाथ बटाए तो, टल जाएगी ये घड़ी, झूमेगी फिर से खुशी. आशा टूटे नहीं, हौसला रूठे नहीं, साथ ये छूटे नहीं, मंजिल दूर नहीं, मानवता है पुकार रही, दिखाएं हम दरिया दिली. I can, you can, we can, India can. I can, you can, we can, India can.
अब मैं उमेश जी, जो कि प्रबोधिनी चीफ मेंटेनेंस के चीफ हैं एवं आईकैन में भी सारे सारे स्टेट कोऑर्डिनेटर्स के साथ एंगेज करते हैं, ऐसे उमेश जी से निवेदन करता हूं कि धन्यवाद मोरे जी.
आप सभी को मेरा नमस्ते. आज के इस आत्मनिर्भर भारत प्रेरक कार्यक्रम के उद्घाटन पर उपस्थित होकर अपने विचारों से जिन्होंने हमें प्रेरित किया, ऐसे भारतीय जनता पार्टी के राष्ट्रीय महामंत्री आदरणीय BL संतोष जी का मैं आईकैन की ओर से धन्यवाद एवं आभार व्यक्त करता हूं और उम्मीद करता हूं कि भविष्य में भी वो हमें मार्गदर्शन करते रहेंगे। सभी स्टेट कोऑर्डिनेटर्स और आईकैन से जुड़े सभी कार्यकर्ताओं का भी मैं आभार व्यक्त करता हूं। अब वंदे मातरम होगा और इसके पश्चात कार्यक्रम की समाप्ति होगी। आप सभी से अनुरोध है कि वंदे मातरम के लिए अपनी जगह पे खड़े हो जाए। पुनः एक बार सभी के बहुत बहुत आभार, धन्यवाद।
अजय जी वंदे मातरम। अजय।
वंदे मातरम, वंदे मातरम, सुजलाम सुफलाम मलयज शीतलाम, शस्य श्यामलाम मातरम, वंदे मातरम, शुभ्रज्योत्स्ना पुलकितयामिनीं, पुल्लकुसुमितद्रुमदलशोभिनीं, सुहासिनीं सुमधुरभाषिणीं, सुखदां वरदां मातरं, वन्दे मातरं, वन्दे मातरं।
भारत माता की
जय। सभी को धन्यवाद। संतोष जी पुनः एक बार धन्यवाद। थैंक यू।